Well, hello. We thought we'd mess around in the shop a little bit today. Show off my jib crane a little bit. Pretty proud of it. Brother did an awesome job welding it, so I'm glad we got it together. I hope the audio's working. This mic's been giving me a fit the last few days, so been trying to figure it out. Anyway, thought I'd do a real quick live stream. Just got off of work, came to the shop and needed to put this saddle or this carriage back in, or not carriage, back into the parts washer. The bottom side looks really, really good, but it had the hoses or the copper lines for the oil system on it, and I didn't want to ding it up putting it back in the thing, or parts washer. So I took it off, took all the hose or copper lines off, and took all the metering valves off of it. I need to get some of these ordered. I suspect they haven't been changed in the 75 years since this had its life, so might as well change them. But I went ahead and flipped it over, and it looks really good. I mean, there's hardly any paint left on it at all, but we're going to give it one more soaking to try and get the rest of the oil or the grease off of it. And while I was at it, I thought I'd flip it over. And while I was at it, I thought I'd show you how it works. So if any of you are hesitant about building you a shop crane, do it. It's well worth it. It'll save your back. I don't know how much just the saddle part weighs. It's a lot, not including what the apron weighs. And the gearbox is twice the size of the apron, so I'm sure it's heavy too. So I want to say this is probably the heaviest. It's just a lot of metal here, a lot of metal. So, but this makes quick work of it. I'm not gonna lie. So I would recommend anybody build one for their shop. Anyone, well worth the money. And the parts washer. If you're into rebuilding machinery and stuff like that, the 200-gallon parts washer is pretty nice. So there it is soaking, and I have to tie a line so my chain doesn't fall in the water and I have to go fishing for it. So we're just going to tie a quick line on it, and so I can just leave it hanging out of the door. And then when I come in tomorrow, after it's been soaking for 24 hours, I can pull that sucker right out of there without having to fish for the daggone chain. So it looks like a thunderstorm's getting ready to roll up here. So this might be a really, really, really short video. All right. Turn on some aeration. And then we'll do that every hour or so that we come out here. So I don't know how this is working. My internet out in the shop's not the greatest in the world, but I wanted to try it out. So anyway, that's the jib crane. Looks like a thunderstorm's getting ready to roll up, so I'm going to get off of here. Have a good evening. Bye.